or victims that not dispute the person. If you have your own problems and it's unresolved, if you cannot be psychologically resilient, you cannot help. Or mental health is always impacted negatively. One of the long-term impact will be people will feel hopeless and helpless. So as a non-government organization, we're always working with the marginalized and poorest sectors in our society, farmers, indigenous peoples, who are the usual most vulnerable victims of disaster, especially typhoon, earthquakes, and other forms of not just natural disasters but also man-made. By man-made, I mean like displacements, economic displacements of farmers or indigenous peoples. With that, of course, their mental health is always impacted negatively. For instance, if you dahil nawalan ka ng kabuhayan, so it always create such worry, mental anguish on the part, especially with one community, for instance, in Cebu, where they were almost uprooted of the lands where they live and where they farm because someone else wanted to claim ownership of the land. One of the long-term impact would be people would feel hopeless and helpless, so they would be in despair. So they would lose their confidence in their capacity to respond to problems or to disasters, especially if it is persisting. Despite the disasters, Filipinos would always strive to survive. So that's look for ways, no matter what, to survive even in a very difficult situation. So on the one hand, it's positive. On the other, the negative side of it is you will not demand accountability because in a way, you become fatalistic. Always a victim of disaster makes the victims fatalistic and submissive to the situation. I would consider that as the negative impact, long-term negative impact of being vulnerable to disaster. Well, in counseling and psychotherapy, you will not counter the thoughts of your client or your patient. The most important thing is you will listen to him. Well, budget from the government because we already have the mental health law, however, I think it's only 0.5% of the Department of Health budget that is allotted to mental health. And you can just imagine what is 0.5% or 5% of the budget. So the government itself should be prioritizing that to address the increasing or growing concern for mental health. If you have your own problems and it's unresolved, if you cannot be psychologically resilient, you cannot help others. Become resilient before you can help others.